God, I want to go all power and glory to the Most High Yahweh by Hashem, Mashiach, woman like Al-Shai. Hey, the brothers brought that mighty through the Spirit and through the power of the Most High Yahweh. And in the name of God and through His Son, who the world ignorance calls Jesus Christ, was Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, right? Hey, so let me get Sirach chapter 48, right? And let me get Jeremiah chapter 16 at the top.
Sirach 48
and 10.
Sirach chapter 48 and verse 10. Who was ordained for reproof?
Who was what?
Who was ordained for reproof in their time.
In their what?
In their time.
In they what?
In their time.
In their times, man. Every prophet, every apostle, it was ordained in their time, man. Right now, it's our time through the Spirit. And Lord Winners continue to be our time until the Lord calls us him in the ghost, right? Continue on.
To pacify the wrath of the Lord.
Select it.
5 minutes for the words of the Lord.
Mr. Oakland, come talk to your young brothers real quick, brother. Why you don't want to talk to us? Can you give me a good explanation? Let me get a good explanation why you don't want to talk to us, brother. What's a good explanation? Just one. But why you can't talk to your brothers? Why you can't talk? You can't give us no game? We not religious either. We not religious either, brother. Continue on that.
To pacify the wrath of the Lord's judgment.
To what?
To pacify the wrath of the Lord's judgment.
What's coming in the end day?
To pacify the wrath of the Lord's judgment. Before it break forth into fury.
For what?
Before it break forth into fury.
Because it's gonna bring forth into fury, man. And once he come, it's no more, man. Hey, you a goner, right? How you doing, sister? They can't complain, sister. All praise to the Most High. You believe in the Bible? Okay. So you believe in the Bible and you believe every word, right? Okay. Okay. So do you know in the Bible God has some chosen people in the Bible? Okay. Do you know who they are? Okay. What if I say I agree? Okay, amen. So we're gonna show you who are God's chosen people because they got a nationality, right? You won't find the term Black, African American, or any of those type of terms, or Hispanic or Mexican. You won't find those terms in the Bible. But God has a chosen people all through the Bible, and He speaks about them a lot in the Bible. You can't read the Bible without seeing their name, right? So let me get 1 Chronicles chapter 16, right, and 13 real quick, right? These are God's chosen people. We're gonna get it. All right, and let me get Deuteronomy 7 and 6. 13.
This is the book of 1 Chronicles chapter 16 and verse 13. O ye seed of Israel.
Oh, you what?
O ye seed of Israel, his servants, ye children of Jacob, his chosen ones.
His what?
His chosen ones.
So the Israelites. You ever heard of Israelites? They are God's chosen people, right? And this is how He feel about them, right? You read this up.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people upon Himself, above all people.
Above what?
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So the Israelites, the Israel, they are above all nations of the earth.
That's right.
Right? And like you said, sister, you'll be an Israelite according to the Bible. We will all be Israelites according to the Bible. Right? And how will we know that? I'm gonna give it to you, right? This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, right? So you're familiar with Moses and what he did, right? So Deuteronomy 28, Moses had got the Israelites out of captivity, Egypt, right? You know about Moses, sister? Somewhat. So we read about Moses and who he was with, which are the Israelites, which are God's chosen people, which you'll be, sister.
That's right.
According to the Bible, right? And we're gonna explain it to like we explained to the sister. We're gonna show you how we know that we'll be Israelites according to the Bible, right? So Moses, he led them out of the Egypt and crossed the Red Sea. And then once he crossed the Red Sea, he had the 2 tablets of stones and he told them 2 things. Keep the commandments of the Lord and live, or don't and be cursed, right? Let's read that, Deuteronomy 28 and 1.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken.
Right? He said, if thou shalt hearken. Y'all know what hearken mean? Hearken is just to hear, right? Or to listen, right? So the Lord said, if you will hearken unto me, continue on.
If thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Right? He said, if you listen to me, if you hearken diligently to my laws, statutes, commandments, I'm gonna set thee above high above all nations. Right? So we know if there's a blessing, there also got to be a curse with it. Right? Let me get verse 15.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken,
If you what?
if thou wilt not hearken,
Right. So what do hearken mean, sisters? Right, to hear. Right. If you don't listen,
unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
all these what?
Right,
The curse is a bad thing, right, family? Right. Continue on.
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
These curses is going to show you exactly who are God's chosen people in today. Like I said, we will be Israelites, but instead of just saying it, we're going to show you, right? With 3 precepts, with 3 curses, right? Let me get verse 46 real quick.
This is Deuteronomy 28, verse 46. And they shall be upon thee.
Now this, he said these, meaning the curses is going to be upon thee. Continue on.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
Upon thy what?
And upon thy seed forever.
These curses, you can't escape them, right? Let me get verse 15 now. Verse 16, it's lucky.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
So when we go anywhere in the world, who's known to be cursed in the city, living bad in any cities? Who's known to be living in the bad conditions in any parts of the cities? Who live in the hoods, the ghettos, the projects, the slums, which are the worst parts of any cities? Bad people? What about you said who? Minorities,
That's
right? Like I'm talking about nationality or a group of people, right? The black people, so-called black people, so-called minorities, which is just blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? We all living in the ghettos, the slums, the projects. We all living on the worst parts of every city, anywhere in America, right? Continue on that. Read the second part.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Who's known to be cursed in the field? Who has the worst history in the field that we could read about? Right, blacks. Cotton field, picking the sugar cane, the tomatoes, the tobacco, the cotton. You said so what? Yeah, even the work field, right? For last hired, first fired. We live in like the brother always like to go to. We work in the warehouses mostly, right? Let me get verse 54.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 54.
Bring it up.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother.
Right? What do that sound like, family? An evil eye towards your own brother. The black on black crime, right? So he said having an evil eye towards your brother. We once were delicate and they give you the last shirt on our body, but now we don't care, right? Continue on.
His eye shall be evil towards his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children.
Now he has an evil eye towards his woman. Now even towards his children and a remnant of them. That means he have a couple of children here. Now go to the next door. Next door, he got children over there. So he neglecting these children, but he over here in this house playing dad. But he don't give a damn about these children. Right? Continue on.
And toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
Which he shall what?
Which he shall leave.
Which he shall leave. Aren't we known, so-called black men are known to leave their children, have single parent households? We're known for that, right? Right? Let me get verse 68. Let me get second Ezra chapter 1, verse 7. Right? Verse 68. This is one more curse, right? Bring this up.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with.
Right? He said, I'm going to bring you back into Egypt again. And the Israelites, they were slaves in Egypt, right? And that word Egypt literally goes back to bondage, right? Bring this up.
Come.
No, second Ezra 1 and 7. But he got it, King. Get that first.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 1 and verse 68.
Bring it
1
out.
and 7.
Oh, 1 and 7. I am not. Oh, am not even I
Right.
that brought them out of the land of Egypt,
Right.
out of the house of bondage,
Out where?
out of the house of bondage.
So the word Egypt means bondage, sisters.
That's right.
See, it means bondage. The word Egypt in the Bible, it means bondage, right? So what's another word for bondage? Bound, okay. Like bound, what about slavery, captivity? Ain't that, you could use that word, right? So how did our people come here to America? Huh? What way of transportation? On the boat, right? Don't they say we came over on boats, right? Let's see what the Lord said.
And the Lord.
Start from the top, King.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
So the Lord said, I'm gonna bring you back into slavery on ships. That's in the Bible. That's history we could all relate to.
That's right.
Right? Did y'all know that was in the Bible? The King James Bible.
See that?
The Holy Bible. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
In all Bible. This is the Old Testament. This is the first 5 books.
King James Version.
It's the King James version, like the brother said. You could probably yes, only the reason why it's the most authoritative, right? It's the most authoritative. It's the most closest to the original language that was written in. You know, all the other texts it kind of watered down. The like the GNC, the JLT, they kind of watered down the precepts. So I like to go to the most authoritative text, which is the King James version.
Is it true that blacks have a curse?
That's what we read.
Hey.
That's exactly what we reading.
I appreciate y'all.
Okay, sister. Hey, can you want to take this flyer, sister?
Do you guys have like a place
Well, sis, this.
that
Yeah, we do it out here. We go where the people at.
you have a parliament?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And the Sabbath day is Saturday for you guys?
Yes, ma'am. It's a Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. Right. It'll be the 7th day of the Lord.
Can I take a picture?
Oh, yeah.
Go to, sis.
Oh, yeah. So you can take a picture.
Nah, yeah, you
I
bring
was
that up for the
recording.
sister.
them.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20. Yeah.
Again?
Oh, you? Yeah. Somebody gotta take.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse
All
8.
right. Cool. All right. Well,
It says, remember the
All right,
Sabbath day.
You said, remember what?
Remember the
We better
Sabbath
take-
day to keep it holy.
To keep it what?
To keep it holy.
I was gonna have
6
to send it
days
to
shall
my
thy
phone,
labor
but-
and do all thy work.
I can take it on
But the
yours.
7th day,
The what?
but the 7th day,
The what?
but the 7th day
I can take
is
it
the
on here,
Sabbath
or-
of the Lord thy God.
Right. So the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. Right.
I want to take a.
Thank you guys.
He asked it. Hey.
Okay.
You ain't right.
Okay. There you
All
go.
right, sister. Hey, sister. What's your nationality?
Hebrews.
That's
All
right.
All
That's
praise to the
right.
Most High, sister.
All praises. All praises.
All praise to the Most High. You'll be here. No problem, sister. Have a blessed day.
Hey, family. Family.
Make sure you're keeping the Sabbath day holy, sister. Hey, family, y'all got 5 minutes of words of the Lord?
Keep that dress on, too.
That's right.
And keep that dress on, too.
That's right.
Right,
All
right.
right, Akim. Let's keep it a PG.
Sisters, to keep that dress on, too. It's very modest.
Yeah, very mighty, sister. Very mighty, sister.
Yes.
Every day, sister, you gotta
That's what I
have a woman's garments on. Well, if you gotta go to work, if you have a uniform that you go to work, that's different. We understand, like certain nurses, even nurses, they could have their dresses on as well. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It depends. It depends how your workplace is.
Madness.
So if you get around it, you can, sister. No problem. No problem, sister. Right. So
do what I meant.
all praise to the word's going out. Hey, Lord willing, the sisters hearken. Hey, to the word, to the spirit, right? Lord willing, man. Lord willing, right? Hey, Uzziah. You got something to talk about, brother? You got something to talk about?
Yeah, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know, brother. You talk to my brothers.
He asked, why don't we have a goat? Right.
Why we don't?
Yeah, why don't we
Okay.
have a goat?
Why we on?
Can't bring that out.
That's fine. Let's
I
get
didn't hear him.
Acts 17.
He said why we?
Can't bring that out.
All right. I mean Acts 7. So I think. Yeah, 7:48.
Acts 7.
7:48.
Acts chapter 7 and verse 48.
Yeah.
And it reads, howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands.
And what?
Made with hands. As saith the prophet.
Saith the what?
As saith the prophet.
Saith the prophet, brother. So Moses, that's the reason why. And Moses, let me get Proverbs chapter 1, right? Proverbs chapter 1 and verse. Oh, you finna go there?
I already know what you wanted. This is Proverbs 1 and 21. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the opening of the gates. In the city, she
what?
In the city, she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and the fools hate knowledge.
Right. Hey, that's plain. That's plain. Let me get Con. That's what I was gonna get. Matthew chapter 22 and 9. Let me get 22. And I'm gonna start at 8.
Matthew chapter 22 and verse 8. Then saith he to his prophets.
That's what he said. He said, hey, he said to his prophets, continue on.
Salakia. Then saith he to his servants, the wedding is ready, but they which were bidden were not worthy. Go ye therefore into the highway.
Oh, there were?
Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage.
Yeah, where?
Bid to the marriage.
So that's why we come to the highways, because ultimately, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ said, go to the highways and byways. He ain't saying necessarily going to your church or going to things like that, because why? The Most High, hey, he don't dwell in temple made with hand. What do a building can contain the Most High, right? And ultimately, the wisdom of the Lord is going to be in the streets. So that's why, brother.
So it can't be both. It has to be.
It could be both, but mainly if you come in teaching, mainly you're going to find wisdom in the streets. You know, on the corners like how we are, we coming to the cheap Concord places, knowing, hey, our people be coming to Walmart all the time. So let's post up at Walmart and give our people the truth. Right? Bring that up.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 66 and verse 1. Thus saith the Lord, the earth, the heaven is my throne.
Is what?
The heaven is my throne, and the earth is my footstool. Where is the house that he built unto me? And where is the place of my rest?
Right. No heaven, a building doesn't matter to the Lord. Right? You got a point, King?
Well, yeah, I just want to make a point. Like, most of the people in the church already know who they is, because that's why they come in there. So the people who are on the street, they don't know who they is. That's why we bid them from the street. And then when they go to the church, they already know, because they came from the street to the church.
Brothers moving in the spirit, I was about to say the same thing. And there's a lot of people that won't even go to the church.
Right.
So we have to come out to them as
That's good
commended.
too. I think they both work. So yeah.
Right. And if you're looking to find fruit, where do you go? You go out to the field.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Hey, I promise you, here, right now, you'll learn more in this 5-10 minutes you'll be with us than you ever will at church.
That's right.
Sister said she's been going to church her whole life. She was 70 years old. She said, I have never heard these verses y'all brought out to me.
See that?
And all these verses are just in the regular Bible, right?
That's
It's
right.
in the Bible that almost everybody have, you know. It is like the brother was going into. It's all about who has the truth and who's just living a lie at this point, right? Let me get that real quick. Acts
This
chapter
is
5.
Acts chapter 5 and verse 29. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey God rather than men.
Brother, we gonna obey God. We're gonna actually come out to the highways and hedges like God acquired us to do, and not hide in a building, because we know our people's out here scattered around, not knowing what's going on, not knowing the truth. Like the brother saying, they not even gonna go to the church, because a lot of our people nowadays don't even believe. So now we gotta build and break down that stronghold of why you don't believe, and relate to them and understand and bring them back into the fold. So that's the ultimate, brother.
And what do you guys believe?
What do we believe?
Yeah.
We believe in the Bible.
I mean, that's it. I mean, and even the devil believes in the Bible, though.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. We believe in that too. But so okay, what we doing on here? Are you asking like what we doing?
Yeah, no, I mean, like, do you believe that Christ is the Lord and Savior? Do you believe that it's just Allah? Do you believe? I'm asking you, what is your belief?
Our belief is that we are the Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible. We believe in God, the Son, that He's our Lord Christ.
Okay.
You believe in the Father, which is God. You believe in the Son, which is Jesus, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And when I say we believe in the Bible, we believe in the whole totality of the Bible, not just the New Testament. We don't just read the New Testament, we read the Old and the New Testament.
That's right. They go together.
They go together, they go hand in hand, right? And we also subscribe to what we know as the Apocrypha, which is in the King James 1611,
That's right.
right? And what we believe is that if you are so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American from Negro and Indian descent, you will more likely be an Israelite according to the Bible.
That's right.
Right? And we here to bid back his people into the marriage, like in Matthew 20:29 stated, his people, his lost sheep, which are the Israelites, because he's coming back to save them out of captivity. That's what the whole gospel is about. Is saving his people out of captivity and bringing them back.
Right, the prodigal son, that's what it's about.
Right.
So, not the 99, but the one that went lost. That's what it's about, right? Bringing them back. Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, so that's what we believe, brother. So we believe that you'll probably be an Israelite as well, brother. What's your nationality?
With my nationality?
Yeah, your nationality or your race or ethnicity.
That's a good question, right? That's a really good question.
Right.
Because we're taught that we're supposed to be black, but then what is black, right?
Right.
Right. And then, but we really should be looking at the Bible as far as like Hebrews and go back into the Bible and what we really are, right? But we're misled because we're told that we're black, and then we're told we're Black Americans, and it can be really stretched out, right?
Right, exactly.
And so the truth is the truth is in us. There is no nationality. It's the Word of God. God.
Let me get Ecclesiastes 1:19 and 1:52. Right, and I agree with that, brother. And let me get Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 37. Because everything you said, brother, is literally a curse that we all played out. Right? Let me get this verse. Psalms. I want Psalms 119, 152. Salakia. Psalms 119, 152. Salakia, Akim. And then we get Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 37.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 2.
I want this first. Psalms 119, 152. Or 142, Salaki.
So,
What's 152 too?
So are you guys going to be somewhere else, or is this it?
Brother, we go everywhere.
I mean, so you guys aren't from here necessarily.
We got brothers from Richmond. We got brothers from Oakland. We got brothers from San Francisco. We got brothers from Sacramento. Everywhere. We all around the bay, brother.
This is Psalms chapter 119 and verse 52.
Bring it out.
And it reads.
142.
Oh, 142.
142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law
Is that what?
and thy law is the truth.
So the law is the truth, brother. We ain't gonna know the truth unless you got the law, right? Which is the law is the law, statutes, commandments, right? And you said something in that we always get our names changed. We go from color to Negro to African American, African or American or just black. That's a curse that the Most High placed on us, right? Deuteronomy 28 and 37.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 37.
Bring it out.
And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb,
A what?
a proverb, and a byword.
You know what?
And a byword.
That's a byword. Being called something outside of your God-given nationality is a byword. Like you were saying, brother, our nationality change every 40 years, right? A lot of people we know, is older than African American, right? Because we know African Americans have been in the 1986 by Reverend Jason Jackson, right? So a lot of our people, my parents is older than that term. You know, so it's like, are we really African American?
Well, that's a spiritual thing, it's not a physical thing, right?
Well, it's a literal and a physical. It's a literal and a spiritual thing. It's both.
Yeah, but that's not what our problem isn't in the world. Our problem is with us spiritual, right? Our problem is us spiritual. It's not physical.
I would say it's
We battle
both.
with the spiritual.
We do. We battle with the spiritual.
Right.
We battle with the spiritual, but we also battle on the low end, the physical, because we go day by day not loving our brother, which we can see here in the physical, right?
Say it again.
We go living day by day,
Right.
going through the world, hating my brother, which is just a physical thing, right? So it is spiritual because we don't know who we are. Because what's the spirit? The spirit is just knowing the law, statute, commandments. Because if you're not knowing the law, statute, commandments, you're not being spiritual.
That's right.
You can get that in Romans chapter 7 and 7, right? So
I got
it's both. I would say it's both, brother.
I mean, but what we're battling against, that's what I'm saying. What we're battling against is a
14.
spiritual fight.
Both.
A physical fight, right?
Well, it's both, brother.
It says that in Ephesians, doesn't it? Do you guys believe in Ephesians?
No, we believe it. Like we said, we believe in everything.
That's right.
So what does it say in Ephesians about that?
No, I'm saying I subscribe to Ephesians. We understand what you're saying. Everything we know is spiritual, but on the, like I said, on a lower base, it's also physical as well. Because if I can't love you, if I can't love my brother, which I can see, how can I love the Most High?
Of course, yeah, we know.
Right? They bring that up.
This is Romans chapter 7 and verse 14. For we know that the law is spiritual.
We know that what?
For we know that the law is spiritual.
We know that the law is spiritual. So if we doing the law, we moving in the spirit, right? And all of our people, we don't do the law, right? So like, if I could ask you, like, what's today? What is significant about today? Right?
That we're alive.
That we're alive. But I'm saying particularly on Saturday, whatever time it is, what is significant about what's significant about Saturday?
It's supposed to be the Sabbath.
It's supposed to be a Sabbath. But do our people know that it's the Sabbath?
Well, no, because they've been misled to think that it's Sunday.
Exactly. Right. So that's what I mean about it could be the spiritual and physical.
Right.
You know, because we literally.
Everyone has to. Well, God has to reveal, right? Because He does the drawing, He does the calling, He gives the increase, and so God is the one who has to reveal and quicken people's heart and mind to give them the discernment to understand what's in the Word. Because you can sit here and preach all day, but if they have a hardened heart like Pharaoh did, right, in Egypt, then people aren't going to get it. That's why you have them walking around doing what they're doing because their hearts have been hardened, and so they have to have the willingness, right? You have to have a willing vessel in order to get what God has for you. If you're not willing, then you're not going to get it no matter what you're saying.
Right. I agree. I agree with that. That's a lot of people don't understand that though. So we try to start at the basic things of do you know the commandments?
Right.
That's what we could start at, so they can eventually.
Right.
Well, we start at, do you know who you are according to the Bible? That's the first thing we try to ask.
Right.
Do you know who you are? Do you know you're a Hebrew Israelite according to the Bible? Right. And then we go and teach them what the law, statutes, commandments. Right. So like today is the Sabbath day. Like, do you know what else we supposed to do regarding the commandments? What are some commandments that you know?
I mean, like thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not murder, thou shalt not covet his wife, thou shalt not, those you mean? Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I mean, those are some of the basic ones, yeah. There's a whole bunch, yeah.
Right, it's a whole bunch of laws.
There's a whole bunch of them.
Right. So we agree. So do you eat pork?
I do not.
Right. Do you eat?
But it does say that if he cleans it, then what are we afraid of, right?
Wait, where is that at?
I mean, it says that if God blessed it, then what are we afraid of eating it for, right? I mean, Peter was eating something. He was
talking about Peter.
Acts
in
10.
Acts.
There was
10.
the point where he was worried about what he was eating, and he was saying, "Well, if God blesses it, then."
Now, let's get that in Acts 10. Let's explain that to the brother. Right, Acts chapter 10. Start off where brother was talking about.
11.
Let's go to 11.
Verse 11.
Yeah, 11.
So this is a vision that Peter is seeing that the Heavenly Father is giving him, right?
Okay.
But it's symbolic, okay? So it says, this is Acts chapter 10 and verse 11, and saw heaven open and a certain vessel descending unto him, as it had been a great sheet knit at the four corners, let down to the earth, wherein were all manner of four-footed beasts of the earth, and wild beasts and creatures.
So like read that four corner again. I'm gonna expound on that too.
Verse 11, and saw heaven open and a certain vessel descending unto him, and it had been a great sheet knit at the four corners.
Right. So he's saying it's been knitted at the four corners. Why it's being knitted at the four corners? Because the Israelites are being scattered to the four corners of the earth. Right? You got a precept?
Deuteronomy 32 and 26. I said I will scatter them into corners. I will make the remembrance of them cease among men.
So that's what he's alluding to. That's the same context. Hey, the four corners is going to the scatter. I was looking for a different word. The scattering of the Israelites. Right. Continue on that.
Verse 12, wherein were all manner of four-footed beasts of the earth, and wild beasts, and creeping things, and fowls of the air. And there came a voice. It came a voice to him, rise, Peter, kill and eat. But Peter said, not so, Lord, for I have never eaten anything that is common or unclean.
So he's saying, I ain't never ate nothing unclean. This is Peter. Peter literally saying, I ain't dealt with nothing that was unclean or anything like that. Continue.
And the voice spake unto him again.
Because that was the law, not to eat no unclean foods. Continue.
And the voice spake unto him again the second time. What God hath cleansed, that calleth not common. Con, you got a king?
Common, not clean.
Oh, common or unclean.
Right. So God said, "Hey, what he had." Well, he told Peter, "Hey, what he haven't made uncommon and what unclean." All through the beginning of the time, he already made what was common and what was unclean from the precepts. Let me bring this out. Leviticus in the last verse.
It's Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 47. To make a difference between the unclean.
What?
To make a difference between the unclean and the clean.
He made already a difference between the clean and unclean. So right here, we know it can't just be talking about food, right? Just for the two precepts that we brought out. You got a precept out? Okay, come on. So that's the point that you were saying. Now let's get verse 28.
Oh, come. Verse 28. Oh, and he said unto them,
And it's the point of the whole vision.
ye know how that it is unlawful for a man that is a Jew to come.
So like read it again slowly,
Oh,
come.
verse 28. Put that right there. Oh, there we go. Verse 28. And he said unto them, ye know how that it is an unlawful thing for a man that is a Jew to keep company of or come unto another from another nation. But God hath shewed to me that I should not call any man unclean.
Any what?
I should not call any man common or unclean.
So he's talking about literally a man, because at the time the Jews, which are just Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, they didn't deal with the southern kingdom, the northern kingdom. So like the northern kingdom, right? So we wasn't dealing with them, and that's what he was referring to, right? Bring that up.
I got two precepts. This is the first one, Hosea 12 and 10. I have also spoken by the prophets and have multiplied visions and used similitudes by the ministry of the prophets. And Peter was what? He was having a vision. And the Lord spoke to him in that vision, and he used this similitude. This precept that I have, this Ezekiel 37 and 23. Neither shall they defile themselves any more with their idols, nor with their detestable things, nor with any of their transgressions, but I will save them out of all their dwelling place wherein they have sinned, and will cleanse them. So they shall be my people, and I will be their God. So that's what it's talking about. That's why he said don't call them uncommon or unclean, because the Lord hath cleansed them.
And about the food, you're saying that there's a set standard of what we should eat, what we shouldn't eat, whether God blesses it or not, or whether we think we bless it by saying a prayer.
Is that in Job, Job 30 and 4?
Right, the Lord already blessed certain things. He already did that when he
Job
gave
30
all
and 4.
He already
Job
gave it
30
out.
and 4.
So we can't we can pray over it how many times we want. Okay, I know that's not gonna change the
Right.
what the Lord already put in place.
Because we know, hey, do the Lord change?
No, he doesn't.
No. So if he's the same today, yesterday, and forever. So if it was unclean then, it's gonna be still unclean now.
Right.
So like the brother was going to in Hosea chapter 12 and 10, he used a similitude and he used a vision to tell Peter what was going on, the whole vision, because it wasn't talking about food; it was talking about man.
Right.
That's right.
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 So what would you suggest for me to read to maybe give me more information or insight on what you guys know, or what I should be learning or thinking?
I don't know where you at, brother. I don't know like your level of. I don't know what you know about the Bible, or I don't know if you believe that you're Israelite. I don't know. So
Well,
if you want to,
I mean, from the very beginning, give me, like the beginner's version of what you would say.
I would say just read Genesis and.
Oh, that's it, just Genesis.
Start from the beginning, because you're gonna get the whole context of the Bible from the beginning. Right? Read Genesis and get all the way to Revelations, and ultimately, if get this book as well.
Yeah, and what is that?
It's the Apocrypha. These the what they took out of the original 1611 Bible.
Okay.
So if you don't have a 1611 King James Bible, you don't have the full compact Bible.
Okay, 1611, yeah.
Yeah.
You got it, King James is saying. If we don't have that, then we don't have the whole Bible.
You don't have the whole Bible, because you're missing a lot of history that's explaining going into the New Testament.
Right.
Because why I said Jew nor Greek, you understand the Greek captivity that we was in the Maccabees.
And so how do you get that?
It's on Amazon or
it
Barnes
is?
and Nobles.
Okay, so they just let it so freely be out, and it's supposed to be the truth. That's
Well, yeah, but
14
most
and
of the people
4,
don't know about this.
Right. Well, and that's why they put it in books, because most people don't read
Most
anyway.
people, most of the people don't read.
Yeah, but they need to put it in some songs. They probably listen to it.
Yeah,
All right.
exactly.
No, that's good. I mean, you guys are doing good, man. Keep up the good work. That's all I can say.
No problem, brother.
Right? I'll see you again, and maybe we'll have some more. But maybe we can talk about some more stuff.
All right, brother. You had no
Hey, you
questions?
got good questions, brother.
Yeah, you do. You got a good question.
I mean, God is in you. And so when you talk about God is in you. I don't have to find him. God's already in me. And so I just have to bring him out.
Yeah. If you were Israelite, God is in you.
Yeah. Well, you know a tree by what? By the
By
fruit it
fruits.
bears.
Right.
So that's how you know, right? And so there's nothing that I have to. God is already in us. It's just a matter of me being willing to accept him and get the knowledge, right? And God will reveal the truth, right? And give me the discernment to what's real, what's not real.
Right.
You know, we're in the last days, so everyone's going to come up with a story, and I know people from Richmond got to get together, so I know that. But
See that?
the question is whether or not what they're saying is true.
Let me get Psalms 1
You
11
know,
too.
and so I take it all in, and then God's the one who reveals to me, not man, right?
Right. Well, man could reveal anything to you.
Well, you can say it, yeah.
Man could use us. Man is using us right now to get to you. You know, man don't just come off of his throne and then come talk to you face to face.
Yeah, but I think it's God using us, right?
Yeah, no, that's what he said. He
That's what I
said,
said.
he said man, but he meant man.
Yeah, but he meant God.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying, man. Well, I'm saying God could use man to get to
Well,
you.
he's using us as a vessel to communicate.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like
God's the one who's in charge.
exactly. So when you said like only man can't give me it,
Well, God uses man as a vessel. I'm just saying spiritually from the inside. I'm
Right.
saying God's the one who reveals the truth to us.
oh yeah, that's true. That's true. All right. Let me bring this out real quick.
This is Psalms chapter 111 and verse 10.
Bring it out.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
Fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, brother. So in order to find wisdom, you got to be in fear of the Lord. Right? Continue on.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding,
So you'll have a good understanding.
a good understanding have all they that do his commandments.
So you got to do his commandments. Everybody that fear the Lord and do the Lord's commandments, you'll have a good understanding of what's going on in the Bible. Right? Because a lot of people wing it and don't follow no commandments.
Yeah. You can't wing it. It's got to be all or nothing.
Right.
There's no half stepping. It says if you're lukewarm, I spit you out of my mouth.
Exactly.
And so God doesn't want nobody who's half stepping. He's not
Exactly.
a bar hop. He's not no one night stand. He's a relationship. So
Exactly. So the Lord, so ultimately the Lord, he only loves his people too.
yeah.
He don't love everybody in the world as well. He only loves his people. So
Right.
that's how the Lord gonna be in his people, not in the whole world.
That's how you know that someone believes in God, because they love their brother, right?
Yeah, you gotta love your brother.
If they don't love their brother, but they say they believe in God, then they're lying. So,
Right, they're lying.
Yeah, no, that's good,
Gotta
man.
do so.
Yeah,
All right,
that's
brother.
good. Yeah, you guys are great. I keep up the good work, man.
All right, brother, you be an Israelite, brother. We can't keep the commandments because, like you said, we living in the last days, brother. All right, brother.
All right, thanks, man.
No problem, brother. Have a blessed day.
This is Isaiah chapter 28 and verse 9. Whom shall he teach knowledge? And whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast.
That's plain. That's plain as day. You gotta get the basic things first, man. You gotta get the law, statutes, commandments, and then able to move properly. So, you got a piece of? Yeah, so Lord willing, 8 or better.
Yeah, I just said that. I'm like, she just came here. Look, they came here like 3 times.
Who's up? Red on?
Get the dress in the red.
Oh, with the red.
Hey, the brother got a precept though.
I can't bring a precept back.
That was when the brother was still here. It was that Ecclesiastes 12 and 13.
Hey, brother.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man.
That's right.
I think that'd have been icing on the cake.
It's plain, Lord willing, the brother understand. The brother got some, some understanding. He ain't dumb. You can tell he knows something. Yeah, so it's like, just gotta sharpen it up in the spirit. Lord willing.
Yeah, you seen the creep. Brother Marlon working. I mean, Brother Uzziah working on that.
Well, he knowledgeable.
Oh, he was from
You know that?
He
Yeah,
knowledgeable.
it was about to come out. He's about to talk about it. He was about to talk about it? Yeah, he was about to bring it up.
I didn't even hear that.
It didn't seem like he.
The spiritual Israel.
Well, he was kind of like, yeah, well, yeah, it could have.
I didn't get that from the brother.
I didn't. Cause he was in agreement. Like he was
Yeah,
like,
that's what I said. He was supposed to be in greens the whole time, so you know.
I better been over here the whole time. I don't know if brothers know, man. He been here the whole
I seen that
time.
brother.
Every time I say something to him, he ignore me though.
Yeah, when he said you have to love your brother, I was like, who's your brother? I didn't know brother wanted to until he wanted to leave.
I think it's talking about all men.
That's why I
Probably.
kept on saying Israel. That's why I kept referring like it's only Israel. Hey, brother, you
Brother.
got 5 minutes to see words of the Lord, brother?
Brother.
Yeah, brother, you can see him.
His wife looking all at him, man.
Hey, he was